Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon, and we are underway from Heinz Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check my 50. Go on. You got time right there.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Grant. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to go up top for the end zone. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
On first down, it's Grant. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. This is the just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here I come again. 26. Here I come again. 31's the mic. Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. This is Grant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down now. It's Grant. And they'll get this down to the 10. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
23 yards on the play. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They go play action now. Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
55, blue down, blue down. Mike, 55.
With Carson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
319. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. No, off. Right slow,
They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run on 1st down. Grant, he takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Third and 2, here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26.
And the Steelers' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Stinty, Mike, Stinty. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 50, Mike 50. So we got man. Short.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Watch the ass. 66. Pull it. Half. What? Go. Switch gears. Off. Now, when the rep, let's go, right here.
Throwing is Jackson. He finds his target, Fuller. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down now, it's Grant, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On third down, Grant, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Corey Grant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this open. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's going to air it out deep for Wood. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play here for the Bills. 42 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He finds Taylor. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
To get a little more cushion. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
Be good. Hey, check 24.
They go back to Grant. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Corey Grant, 73 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Rodgers. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
50. Hey, Delta. 31's the mic. Hey, here we go. 31.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear.
That is one. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
17 yards on the play. It's now third down.
On third down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's second and 14.
Check 20. Tally. Don't let Tally.
Now Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Rodgers. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Covered. Check, check. Fresno. Check 24, check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
31's the mic. Here we go. Five. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 31's the mic. Let's put him on the bus.
And again, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Woods, 57 yards. And the Bills claw one back. No problem there on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
31's the mic.
You gon' see, son. You gon' see me in your nightmares.
31.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Box it. Cover.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's complete to Lockett. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. 30. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Here we go. Set. 60 out,
D.
Check. Cross. 80 weapons. Bravo. Where'd he go?
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 31. Check 30. Let go. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
52's the mic. Watch me. Go. Hey, I'm coming after you. Mike, head, yeah. 52. Watch the pass. Echo.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively.
And how about this, a fake? Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. To throw on 3rd down. Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Pittsburgh, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.